Hey everyone, this is Kay, and I'm here for bringing you a book review. I'm continuing my series on the 7 Pillars of Health with Dr. Don Colbert, and today we're discussing on how to cope with stress. And that is such a huge topic, and in fact I can barely cover everything, and I'm trying to do this in 5-6 minutes. And so anyway, the main thing is with stress, sometimes it can be good. In an emergency situation, just real quick, boom, it'll save your life. But in a long-term situation where you're continuing to go through stress, it can cause you to just feel exhausted and have disease. Hey, Paula, you're the only one on right now, but some others will join on. And so when you have stress, the long-term, as far as long-term, the stress hormones, that's certainly going to cause you to be anxious and have depression, and high blood pressure and high cholesterol. And Tracy's here too. And Paula's on. So anyway, but long-term stress, it will also affect your memory and learning. That's why I have note cards. Just kidding. But it can also cause you to have weight gain from the cortisol, because that makes you store fat. And just in general, it can cause anything. I mean, how many people have ended up going through a very long, stressful situation, and then next thing you know, they're in the hospital with some surgery, and it's, and it really does have an effect. And in fact, the studies have shown that, as far as like cigarette smoking and high blood pressure and high cholesterol, that stress is actually 6 times more of a predictor of people getting cancer or heart disease. So, stress needs to be managed, and I mean, I'm still working on it myself, but there are 2 things that cause stress, and pretty basic. It's either things you can control or things you can't control. And the things you can control are like, taking care of your house if it bothers you. I mean, sometimes if things, after a busy season, it's gotten a little messy, it's like time to get at it. And that can really affect your stress with a lot of people. But the things that we can't control are like the weather. We can't control the weather. We can't control traffic, sitting in traffic. That can be stressful. But Dr. Colbert here in his book, he talks about in Florida, where he lives, that the hurricane seasons, where one time there were back-to-back hurricanes, and everything was just getting slammed, and people were out of power, and businesses were shut down, and it was just a mess. And he pretty soon started spinning on it and going, well, what if I don't get my power back? What if I can't get my business? What if I can't get to the work? And what if? And so we got to watch those what ifs that start popping up, and we can't do anything about it. And sometimes we can't control what people think either. So, I mean, we can get kind of spun up on what people think. And he does give some methods on how to manage your stress. And one of them is mindfulness, practicing mindfulness. Some people don't know what that is, and it's really just where you just kind of have to slow down and do one thing at a time instead of multitasking, and you just focus on that activity and don't think about other things, and just enjoy what you're doing. And don't be thinking about the past or worrying about the future, but kind of have a sense of gratefulness. Think about what you're grateful for in your life. And even the example of this kind of goes back to the traffic of, like, if you get stopped at a red light, that always kind of slows you down in your tracks. But just kind of stop and look out the window, and just kind of relax while you're in the moment. Another technique is called reframing, and that's where, when we're kind of reacting to a situation, just try to think of what, is that really what's going on? And maybe it's not that bad, or maybe it's not what we wanted, but maybe it's close. Maybe it's 75%, but okay, it's not 100%, but it's 75% of what we were hoping for. And that helps, because I've had to do that recently. I just have to take something and go, is this really that bad? It's like, well, no. And it really helped me relax. And in this book, he talks about when you do the reframing and it helps you relax, it also helps your heart. I'm just going to quote this here. He says, your heart, it's more than a pump. It's also a hormonal gland, a sensor organ, and a message encoding center, because when you're get into a stressful situation, the heart starts beating erratically. When you're angry or frustrated, it does start beating erratically. So when it's pumping at that rate, your organs are receiving that signal, and it really wears you out more for that day. And but when you learn to relax, then your heart's beating at more of an even keel, and then you're more relaxed. So that's it for reframing. But some of the other things that you can do are just laugh and relax and have fun, and look for a good joke. Hey, Ann. Just laugh and, watch something funny, and another thing is forgiveness. That's always huge. Just forgive yourself, forgive others, forgive your situation, and, that's the best thing you can do. And also in terms of your schedule, leave a little room for margin. Not wait till the last minute. And that's my big problem area, and I think with a lot of people too. So anyway, that's what I wanted to cover, and this was The 7 Pillars of Health by Dr. Don Colbert. So thank you very much. I appreciate you all watching, and I hope this has been helpful for you. I plan on getting that other book of his, and I'll do another book review in the future. So if you guys have any questions or anything, thank you so much. Definitely. I had to move the camera to see your comment, Ann. I know. That always helps me out. So, okay. Well, no more questions? All right. My book is not upside down. The harassment begins. All right. Any more questions, guys? Okay, well, I will be talking to you later on Facebook. You can leave comments later. So, all right. Well, thanks.